This is Madhu, the president of Rotary Club Vishakhapatnam. I invite you all to this day's seminar. Now welcome today's speakers, Dr. Anita Chitkara, who is an emotional wellness coach and a storyteller, and Ms. Nehaa Goyal, an empowerment coach, DNA astrologer, tarot and numerology reader. Okay, so they will be now taking over and they'll be talking on the topic given for today.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Mr. Madhu, for introducing both of us. I would like to thank the president of Rotary Club, Mr. Madhu, vice president, and all the office bearers, and each one of you who is present in this room. My heartfelt gratitude to all of you. Today's topic is very, very interesting. So when we talk about Ramayana, it is amazingly important, significance, auspicious scripture we have, and it is very, very popular in today's time, and it was popular always. But the question arises, why we should read Ramayana, which happened thousands of years ago in Treta Yuga, when the technology which is 6 months old is redundant and invalid in today's time. Why these scriptures, which were created, or we assume they happened, the history happened, the itihasa happened, thousands of years ago. So the answer to this is that Ramayana, which happened thousands of years ago, only did not happen in Treta Yuga. It happened in Satyug also, it happened in Treta, it happened in Dwapar and Kal Yuga also. And today also we go through this Ramayana, the eternal Ramayana, each day of our life. How we go through this Ramayana each day of our life. So Ramayana consists of many, many characters, but today we are going to talk only about few, because the story, we all know Ram, he was to be coronated and then he was sent to the forest for 14 years. Sita had the choice not to accompany her husband, but she chose to accompany her husband for 14 years. Then Lakshman, the brother of Shri Raam, also wanted to accompany him. So he also went for 14 years living in forest. So all three of them, they went. And in the 13th year, we all have heard that Sita was kidnapped by Ravana. And with the help of Hanuman and Lakshman, Ramji, when Sita went, he became very restless, and Ramji retrieved Sita back from the clutches of Ravan, and with the help of Lakshman and also Hanuman. So these are the various characters. There are many side characters also, but they are the main heroes of the story. Now, why this Ramayana is so relevant? It becomes so important because we live this Ramayana every day. Here we should understand who is Ram. Ram is our soul, the fabric which we are made up of, the consciousness which we are made up of, the source from where we have come. That is our Ram, the source who provides everything for us. Sita is our mind, jo man hai, who gets distracted sometimes in the way and takes the wrong path and then gets into trouble. Who is Lakshman here? Lakshman is our mindfulness, our alertness, our being in present moment. That is our Lakshman. And who is Hanuman? Hanuman is our life force, Prana Shakti, the breath. And Ravan, we all know, is our ego, our ahankar. So this is the story which we go through every day, that when our mind is kidnapped by our ego, our Ram, our soul becomes restless. And with the help of breath, Hanuman, as well as our mindfulness, being in the present moment. That is why we are talking too much about mindful exercises, mindful eating, mindful living. conscious living. Why we are talking about? Because we know if we have to move forward, if we have to transform our lives, we need to be in the present moment, not in the past, not in the future. So this is the Ramayana. Okay, then we retrieve with the help of Hanuman and with the help of Lakshman, we retrieve Sita back. And whenever Sita and Ram are together, whenever Sita comes back to Ram, whenever she is centered in the soul, whenever our mind is centered in the soul, we are in Ayodhya. That is the story which is told to us. So where we are in Ayodhya, means in the space where there is no Yudh. Ayodhya is the name of the city also, but we are going deeper into this story, and we know that Ayodhya is the space where there is no conflict, where there is no battle, where there is no dilemma, no dvandva, no duality. So our cause of suffering is also duality, the confusion, the conflict. So when we arrive at a space where there is no doubt, no fear, no duality, then we feel peaceful, blissful. That is where we strive to reach. So this is the Ayodhya.
Namaskar, everybody. I'm Neha Goyal. As Dr. Mother introduced that, alongside Dr. Anita, I would be giving some astrological inputs. And while Dr. Anita did mention the way how Ramayan is valid, not just in the yug that we feel that it happened, whereas it is valid in all the yugas. Similarly, the teachings, the learnings of each and every story that is embedded in Ramayan are actually secret codes by which, if we imbibe those learnings, if we imbibe those lessons in our life, we will be able to better the quality of life that we live. Yes. So while Dr. Anita summarized the characters of Ramayan beautifully, as an astrologer, I realized that all of these characters can be associated with some planet, some graha or the other. And once we imbibe those qualities, which is what we will come up with various stories that Dr. Anita is going to share, and I will let you know what is the astrological connection with it, how it affects and how we can use it to improve our life and the quality by which we live. You will be able to understand that why it is said in the ancient that just listening to these itihasas gives us healing, because it automatically, listening to it automatically affects our karma with that particular graha. We start living by those characteristics, and automatically, irrespective of what is happening around us, because of those better decisions that we are now able to make, we are able to improve our life, which is actually the gist of astrology also, that to improve our behavior, therefore improve our life. So over to Doctor.
Thank you, Neha, for adding on to this. And it will be wonderful learning to know about astrology also along with these characters. And, our scriptures have only one objective to give these stories, so that we make our lives better, we transform our lives, and we reach our own truth. We are able to be one with ourselves. We can find the real truth, that Sat, Chit and Anand. So the purpose of our life and purpose of all these scriptures is to indicate how we can be.